Welcome to Drink Shop at the W Atlanta downtown. My name is Brian Boykin. Today we'll be making one of my favorite cocktails, the Whiskey Sour. The Whiskey Sour, again, being one of the, in nightclubs and lounges, a cocktail that has become very turn and burn. It's usually you get your glass, you get your ice, some whiskey, topped with some sweet and sour, maybe some Sprite or something like that. Tried and true recipe is totally different from that. It actually includes a very interesting component, egg white. Egg white being protein. It actually lengthens the cocktail, but also takes, it actually helps kind of emulsify all the other ingredients in the cocktail. So we're gonna start with a delicious bourbon. It's one of my favorites, Willet bourbon. Great caramel notes. A little bit of char on the end of it, and another important ingredient actually is the citrus component, which is fresh lemon juice. Try to stay away from the sweet and sour, the artificial flavors. This was juiced just a little while ago, so you're gonna get a lot of just like fresh and just very citrusy notes from it. Rich simple syrup, which is just 2 to 1 sugar to water. Angostura bitters, the aromatic bitters, another one of my favorite things to play with. It's like the salt and pepper to the bar world. It's going to help, bring the true dynamics of the bourbon, the citrus, bring everything together to create a delicious cocktail. So let's get started. This cocktail is also going to incorporate a technique known as a dry shake. Like I said, this is to help with the egg white to emulsify and create the froth and the texture to the cocktail. So we're going to do 3/4 ounce on the simple syrup. On the citrus, we're going to do 3/4 as well. Fresh citrus. On the bourbon, we're going to do 1.5 ounces. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Now the fun part, the egg. So you just want to crack the egg right in the middle, and we're going to separate the actual yolk from the egg white. Just drop that right in there. Perfect. Just set this off to the side. Now we're going to actually give this a shake now. There isn't any ice in it, so what we're doing is we're going to help kind of whip and beat up, almost like a meringue to some degree, what we have so far. Make sure we have a good seal on it. Give it a good shake. You see I shook that a little bit longer just to make sure that we really get a good shake, good mix on with the egg white. Now we're going to actually add the ice component. This is going to add the cold and also dilute the cocktail as we need it. So now that we've shaken it, we dry shaken it, and then we did a cold shake with cold draft ice. We're ready to add our ice to the glass. And since it's diluted pretty well, we're gonna use actually a sphere ice. Big ice being important because we're keeping the cocktail nice and cold, first sip to the last sip, while diluting it at a slower rate. So we don't need to add a lot of water to this cocktail because it's already diluted pretty well. We're gonna strain this. And then we're gonna garnish it with a nice slice of lemon. So we have our big ice. We have now a nice froth, a nice mouthfeel and texture from the egg white, fresh lemon, and a delicious bourbon on top of it. Have actually one of my favorite cocktails, the whiskey sour. Cheers.